The only way you're going to get to where God would have you to go is to have control, because God has given you the freedom of choice and he ain't gonna make you do nothing. So number two, I need you to take the control back so you can get what God has for you. Now here's the third thing, and we're gonna get to the message that God told me to tell you. God told me to tell you to stop making plates for people who just trying to take it to go. Write that down. Listen to me very closely. My grandma taught me when I was young. My grandma had 14 kids who all had kids. You can eat as much food as you want at the house. But if I swear if one of y'all little jokers take something out this house, you get in the business in front of your mama. Don't take no food out of my house. You can eat as much as you want when you here, but do not pack a plate. And most of y'all running with people who, when you fix food, they come to your house and take it to go plate. They don't bring nothing. They not trying to help you. All they in your life to do is take. And you wondering why your life messed up, because you with takers. You done made a whole spread, and they just coming in. They can't even say, they don't have the decency to say hi and thank you. God told me to tell you, your life gonna go to a whole nother level if you just get rid of folks from bringing in to-go containers. Oh, hey, I wish they could catch me. I wish you could catch up to what I'm saying. You not honoring your craft. You're not honoring your beginnings. Everything I needed to learn to do what I'm doing right now, everything I needed to do to become the #1 motivational speaker in the world, I passed all those guys that don't look nothing like me. I passed those dudes, all of them who grew up in a two-parent background, all of them who had money. I passed all of them. Why? Because of what I learned in the GED program. See, mama can't, there's certain things when you're privileged that mama can buy you, but you can't buy grit, and you can't buy grind, and you can't buy resilience, and you can't buy heart, and you can't buy that dog. I got this dog for being homeless. I got this dog from being homeless. I got this dog from teaching kids who was in the hood how to understand math when they didn't. I taught them boys how to read, and I had to do it over and over and go home and do it over and over and over and over. And I did it for 3 or 4 years, and I didn't make no money. So when I'm getting paid now, I got that dog. I'm getting paid now because the homelessness didn't break me. The trash cans didn't break me. And the reason why people love me today is not because I'm a great speaker, but they all say how humble I am. I ain't humble, I was broken. I ain't humble, I got broke. You can't be arrogant when you know you used to go to church stinking because you was homeless and you weren't brushing your teeth. I got humble. I got humble when you eating out of trash can. I got humble. I'm trying to tell you, God gave you a gift. So what? You got to use it in church for right now. So what? You got to do it for free right now. It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. Your brothers, you ain't going to always be under your brothers, Joseph. One day they going to bow down to you, Joseph. So you got to start in Potiphar's house. You got to start in the prison. But one day, you're going to listen to me very closely. One day, you will do the exact same thing. You just will do it on a bigger level. Go back and read the Bible. Joseph didn't do anything different than he did in Potiphar's house. He didn't do anything different in prison. He did the exact same work. But because he used what God gave him. So do me a favor, some of y'all in this room, you left daddy and you need to come back home. Listen to me, the reason why I'm telling you to come home is because you left daddy and you ain't no better off when you left. Ain't nothing happening in your life that should keep you from coming back to the home, other than somebody being real with you and telling you get your butt back home. So there's a group that you were churched, you were. And you left God because you wasn't feeling the trainer. You wasn't feeling the trainer. You weren't feeling the regimen he put you through. You weren't feeling the process. You weren't feeling how he did it. But let's be real, how he did it works. It works. The stuff I hear at 3 o'clock and what daddy tell me to do, sometimes it don't make sense. But it does not have to make sense. He's Alpha and Omega. I tell my babies all the time, it ain't nothing wrong with helping, but you can't help when you ain't got nothing. You got to have something first before you can help somebody. I couldn't do this if I was broke. The plane tickets cost money. The hotel I'm staying at in Buckhead costs money. I couldn't do this if I was broke. I couldn't be a blessing of you if I was broke. And most of y'all, you broke and you trying to bless somebody when you broke. You ain't that desperate for company. You can't be that desperate to have somebody at your house. And he keep eating at your house but going to stay at her house. I'm just trying to help somebody. He coming to get a plate from your house, but he's sleeping at her house. She coming to get a plate from your house, but she's sleeping at his house. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a plate, boo, but you gonna have to stay. You gonna have to at least stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it in so you can understand. And so God is blessing you, but the little resources you got, you're giving them away. So what you're gonna have to learn how to do is you're gonna have to learn to bring people in your life where it's mutual. You got a bunch of parasites in your life. And what parasites do is suck up everything and then they move on. Once they kill you, they move on to the next. They ain't even went to your, listen to me, most of you in this room, the people you calling friends and you close to, you gonna die and they ain't even gonna show up to your funeral. They won't even be there. You ain't as close as you thought y'all were. Go ahead and take ownership of your life. It's yours. Don't nobody owe you nothing. I'm keeping it 100. Like, I don't mean nothing bad, but like, I'm doing it. Somebody text, E, where you at? I'm ministering. I can't answer your call right now. I don't talk to you for a month. Like, you got two types of friends. You got one group, you don't talk to them for a month because you grinding, and they like, oh, he grinding. You got the other group, oh, why he ain't called me? I'm like, what? You ain't called, you just, what's going on? You a taker. At no point did you pray. The source is not your job. The source is not your man. The source is not your degree. The source, that's why I don't really do that Dr. Thomas stuff. I ain't trying to not be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be big. I'm like, I just want to be careful because I'm your Dr. Thomas. Like, I ain't mad if that's what God told you to say, but I'm just not trying to take God's credit. Like, because God been blessing me all this time. And some people say doctor like he made it. No, I made it before. I made it when God said I made it. I made it alone. I made it with the GED. I had made it. I made it when I was homeless. I made it. Why? Because God said, you are a son. You my child. You ain't got to do nothing else. You ain't got to get a degree. You ain't got to do nothing. You my son because you my son. And I'm just going to bless you because the rain falls on the just as well as the unjust. You ain't got to do nothing for me to love you. You ain't got to do nothing for me to hook you up. You my daughter. You enough. You enough. That's why you done ran through 4 men, because you don't know you enough without a man. You enough. If you never get married, you enough. If you never pass that law degree, you enough. If you never become a doctor, you enough. If you never get married, you enough. If you never have a child, you are enough like you are. And that's why God created you. You are enough. And God say, come on home so I can take care of you. You got these no good Negroes taking care of you. Let me take care of you. You worry about some job, they killing you, and you go into that job like you a slave. God said, let me take care of you. I gave you a gift. Your gift will make room for you. I gave you a gift. You ain't gotta run up behind them. They gonna run you in the grave. You ain't gonna have no time with your family and your kids. Let me take care of you, baby. I created you, they did. Let me take care of you.